Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is M.Khudori and I would like to present my PPT presentation. It is about the title, Utilizing Rewards to Increase Learning Motivation Among Students at SMPN Splongsik. Okay, let's get started. For the first section will be background. Motivation is a crucial factor in the learning process as it directly influences student engagement and academic performance. So the educational landscape at SMPN Scholarship, like many other institutions, faces the challenge of maintaining high levels of student motivation. Traditional teaching methods often fall short in addressing this issue, leading to a need for innovative strategies, enhance student motivation. And in recent years, there has been a growing recognition to the importance student motivation in achieving academic success. However, still many of students uh, struggle with maintaining their motivation self levels, particularly in subjects that are perceived as less engaging or challenging. The traditional methods of teaching and assessment may not be sufficient, may not be effective to meet the diverse needs of our students. One such strategy in the use of rewards by providing tangible upcycle items or upcycle rewards like snacks or stickers that given to the student and or intangible rewards, that is non-upcycle items like giving appreciation and giving feedback to the student. One such strategy in educators can create a more engaging and motivating environment that encourage students to participate actively in the learning. The next research question. So the study aims to answer this following research question. How does the implementation of a reward system influence the learning motivation of grade 8 students at SMPS Global? And what are the key factors that contribute to the effectiveness of a reward system in enhancing grade 8 student motivation? And how do grade 8 students at SMPS Global perceive the use of rewards in their learning process? And what are their attitudes towards the fairness and equity of rewards distribution in the classroom? Okay, next. Research method. So the research design for this study seek to provide a comprehensive and systematic approach to examine the impact of a reward system on student motivation at SMPS Promotion. So basically, this research used qualitative approach with a case study design. Case study design itself allows for an in-depth examination, in-depth exploration of the reward system impact on student motivation at SMPS Promotion. The design involves collecting data through multiple sources, interviews, and observation. And data collection methods involves two primary methods, that is, including semi-structured interviews and observation. For the semi-structured interview, 10 students will be interviewed and gather the student perception and experience regarding the use of rewards in the learning process. And for the observation, there will be three learning process where the reward system is implemented and will be observed. And there are group work activities and individual quiz and classroom discussion. Actually. Okay. Next, finding. From the semi-structured interview and observation of three learning process, individual quiz, group work discussion, and classroom discussion, the 10 student grade 8 at SMS Global revealed several key themes regarding the effect of a reward system on their learning motivation. The themes identified include, first one is increased engagement. So several students report that the reward system encouraged them to participate more actively in class activities. So several students feels more engaged when there are rewards in the class. Short-term motivation. Some of students that the reward system encouraged them to participate Some students became rewards were significantly better, but in the short term, but did not sustain their motivation over time. So in this case, there are two students who, when prizes are given in the learning, when the rewards are given in the learning, they are feeling eager to learn, but the effect of the effect of that eager is does not last long. And the next is perception of fairness. Student, some of student expresses concerns about the fairness of the reward distribution, with some of them feeling that it favored certain individuals. So basically, there are also some of students who are motivated. I'm sorry. Uh, there are some students who feel unfair because when giving out rewards in a class is always the same person. That is why they student feel unfair. This also makes them less motivated to learn, even though there are rewards in class. And next, perception of I'm sorry, intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. What is intrinsic and extrinsic motivation? So, intrinsic motivation is focused on student who feel interested more to the rewards than learning material in a class. So, it's different between extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is focused on student who feel interested more to the learning material than the rewards itself. So there was a divide between students who felt motivated by the rewards and those who were driven by a desire to learn. And the next one is temporary effect. Rewards were found to have a temporary effect on student motivation, with students often referring to their usual levels of engagement once the rewards were stopped or were removed. So there are some students whose learning motivation tends to depend on the giving of rewards in the classroom. So if the reward stops, if the reward giving rewards in the classroom is stopped or it can become removed from the class, there is no rewards. Some of student, some of motivation, of student motivation is decreases again. So when the reward is available in the class, their motivation is increased, but the rewards, if the reward is removed, their motivation is decreased. Okay, that is temporary effect. And the next is discussion. So the findings of this study provide valuable insights into the effect of a reward system on student motivation. The qualitative analysis revealed several key themes that emerge from student perception and experiences. This is from a semi-structured interview regarding the use of rewards in the learning process from the observation tree learning process will be implemented. And students were more likely to participate actively in lessons and complete tasks when they knew they would receive a reward. This is some increased engagement. Some of students feel like that. And many students reported that the rewards made learning more enjoyable and fun. The tangible uh, the tangible nature of rewards like snacks or any other were added an element of excitement to the learning process. So, one student expresses, of course, I participate more when I know there is a prize. This enjoyment factor was crucial in maintaining students' interest in various subjects over time. This is one example that um, I interview one student, and this is what they what is it called? What they respond for my interview. So they are feel engaged and actively in class because there was rewards in the classroom. And the last conclusions. The study conducted at SMN Splungresik aimed seek to investigate the effect of a reward system on student motivation and to identify how students perceive the use of rewards in their learning process. The data analysis revealed that rewards led to higher levels of participation and enthusiasm in class activities. But the effect was often temporary and diminishing over time. The findings also emphasize the need for a fair and consistent distribution of rewards to avoid undermining student motivation. And the implications of this study are significant for educational institutions seeking or aims to enhance and improving student motivation. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you. I'm sorry if was mistaken words or something that it is wrong from me. I'm sorry, really, really sorry. Apologize for that. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.